Okay, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about hitting 100K months on social media, on the internet with online business. And today's key lesson is that you're one sentence away from 100K a month. And I'm going to show you how to formulate that exact sentence because every brand that we work with that has hit 100K a month or more has this one sentence. Okay, now it's not just a sentence, it is the brand message. It's the thing that you're getting people to believe when they watch your content, they watch your ads, they watch your VSL, they watch everything that your brand is about, okay? So that one sentence is your core message. It is the unshakable idea that your brand is built on, okay? It's not a slogan because people are like, well, I have a slogan, it's like my catchphrase. Wrong. That's not a core message, okay? Core message is the core belief your brand is based on and your content is created on, your ads are created on, everything's created on, okay? It is the single belief that defines your identity within your content, your funnels, your ads, etc. Every post, reel, everything is going to reinforce this core message. And basically, the objective that you have is think of this core message as the big idea that your brand is based on, okay? It's the one main big idea that you're selling to people, and you want them to believe in this before they actually go and purchase your thing. Because they won't be able to purchase your thing unless they believe in this. Like, let's say you sell Amazon FBA. If people don't believe that Amazon FBA is a good opportunity, they are never going to book a sales call to work with you to launch their Amazon FBA brand. Get it? You have to have that core message dialed in and focused, okay? So everyone who grows has this, okay? It installs a new belief in your audience. It converts listeners into fans, and it makes your content instantly recognizable because it makes you stand out. You become a different person in the niche. It makes people believe in what you stand for. It's your main piece of propaganda. Like if you watch the other videos on my channel, what I talk about often is an avatar, okay? After the avatar, we dial in a core message that people that are your avatar are going to love, that ideally they're going to buy into. Like our message at Launch Socials is, look, if you want to make money online, the best way to do it is to push propaganda on social media. And there's elements to pushing propaganda, the core message being one of them. My video here is tying back into my assets, my core message, everything like that, okay? Now, I have a client example here. High-ticket drop shipping. That's his core message. Do high-ticket drop shipping. Or that's part of his mechanism. We'll get into some of the key specifics in a second. But we crushed it for Brooke. He's absolutely huge, right? And he launched with us. We didn't end up scaling him on our end, but he did launch with us, and he's absolutely blown up. And his core message was so good that in his first month he made 32K. Okay? And that is because his mechanism, his core message was so dialed. Now, the core message is the one singular message, the sentence, and I'm going to show you how to formulate the sentence in a second. The formula is coming up here. But it's the core message. It's that singular thing that's going to hijack the emotions of the avatar and create a bridge between them and the dream outcome that you're selling, which also ties directly into your product. Okay? And what that looks like is, right here is a problem. So everybody comes to you with a problem, and they come to you with a desire. This is how sales work, okay? So when we're on a sales call, we're finding all the pains, we're finding all the desires, and then the pitch we're making is saying, hey, this product that we have right here is going to solve your pains and bring you from this pain status over to this desire status of living, okay? It's going to bridge the gap. That's what our product does. We want to sell our core message as the original bridge. So in our content, in our ads, in all of that, to people that are completely unaware of, let's say, high-ticket dropshipping, we want to sell them on the fact that high-ticket dropshipping is the best way to get from the current pain state of no money, in a job that they hate, etc., to a profitable online business so they can quit their job and get their time freedom back. That's it. We're just selling the core message, and then the extra layer on top of that is the actual conversion event when they buy. And that's a whole other set of principles and funnel tactics and ideas and ideation and all sorts of things. But the first key here is getting the core message dialed as the bridge. Now, how do we actually make it? One, you're gonna name your enemy. Who or what are you fighting? The main problem that you or your product is defeating. What is that main problem? These are the pain points of your customer avatar, okay? So Brooke, in the example, he positions the enemy as the traditional income limits, right? The idea that you're capped by getting a job, climbing the ladder, living paycheck to paycheck. Because he was, in a law firm and he was destined to make six figures, but now he makes multiples of that every single month, okay? And his pain is, the job market caps you, right? You can't really climb the ladder out of it, right? You're gonna live paycheck to paycheck. That is the enemy. That's the enemy frame, and that's what he defines the main pain as for the avatar, okay? Now, the second thing is the mechanism for success. What do you believe is the path to victory, the path from pain point to desire point? What's that thing that's going to get people to that dream outcome? The mechanism that he has is high ticket e-com plus AI-driven tools plus scalable systems equal dream outcome, right? And in this case, dream outcome is profits. I just grabbed a headline from him. He also brings in his personal story as the mechanism, dropping out of law school, building a store fast, etc. Okay, so breaking this AI system can match luxury products with wealthy customers who are already desperately trying to buy them, right? It's a built-in sort of mechanism where people are already trying to buy them. You just have to supply it, okay? And then you keep any profits, okay? So that's the current mechanism for success that he's running with. Now, framing the consequence, okay? This is the third thing. What happens if they ignore you and don't take action? If you don't act, you will stay stuck under the typical income ceiling. That's the example from his. Most people build a business that caps at 10K per month, or most people work a job that caps at 10K per month. If you don't do this thing, you don't tap into this mechanism, you are also going to be capped at 10K per month. You need to frame that consequence, okay? It should be as true as possible, right? You should be speaking truth here. He also, in his own story of leaving law school, if you don't leave, you'll remain destined for the standard path. That's kind of the story he tells. Like, if I didn't leave, I was going to take the standard path. And he gets people to relate to him on that level. Now, 4 is declaring the outcome, declaring the dream that people get when they solve this. So what happens if they join your movement, run your system, purchase your product, or simply buy into the core thing that you're trying to get them to do, the core idea, the core mechanism? You become financially free, scalable, living life on your terms. In his case, high ticket revenues, AI tools for leverage. You get the idea. We are declaring that as the outcome. Okay, we're declaring an easy life with lots of money as the outcome, as long as they tap into our mechanism and want to solve their problem. Now, we need to compress this whole thing into one sentence. So the formula for this is you take the enemy that you just found, plus the mechanism, plus the consequence, plus the outcome, and place it into one singular message, aka the core message that outlines your entire, what we call the propaganda system, right? Because we go from, like I said, avatar into core message, and then after this, we can start making content and ads, because all that ties back into this and back into this, right? This is our clarity framing that we get as the foundation. So in his case, his core message is break free from the job and debt trap by using high-ticket e-commerce and AI-powered funnels. If you don't take action, you'll stay capped and stuck. But if you join the system, you'll scale freely into multi-6 and 5-figure months. That should just say multi-6-figure months, whatever. And live life on your own terms, right? So this is 2 sentences, but you get the idea. You're really 1 sentence away from absolutely smashing it. Because once you have this, you then say, okay, I need to just make unlimited amounts of content that push this core message all day, every day. So I need to make a YouTube video a day. I need to make 10 short form videos a day. I need to tweet 20 times a day. And once you do that for a long enough time period, you're going to grow. There's really no chance of you not growing if you push out volume of your core message that's dialed in like that, right? And once you're doing that, you're going to get customers. As long as you're growing, as long as people are interested. Now, for you, a strong core message directly equals the money that you want and deserve. The better your core message, the more you use it, the more defined it is, the more money you're going to make. So instead of just like, I'm going to post content, I'm going to run ads, I'm going to get people to do high ticket drop shipping. Have an actual thesis around the high ticket drop shipping. This sucks, enemy, and if you don't get out of this, this is going to happen, bad thing, consequence. So using your mechanism, you can get end goal. Dream state. That's your objective. You need to get that down into 1 sentence. Okay, 1 complete sentence. Now, I want you to understand, there are hundreds of more pieces to this game. Like, I have videos of Avatar on the channel. I have videos of now core message. I have videos of all this other stuff on the channel. But these are all little pieces to the game, and they add up, right? So if you just did avatar and core message, and then you didn't do all these pillars in your content, nothing's going to work. If you do those 3 things, but then you don't distribute it right, it's still not going to work. If you do all those things, but you don't have a good offer, you're not going to make any money. And then if you do all those things, you're going to make a little bit of money, but you're not going to be able to scale without these things. That is important for you to understand and know and remember. There are a lot more pieces than just this. This is one unlock in the puzzle piece game that we play of online business. So I created a free playbook teaching all of those things, okay? It includes the systems I use to grow 6.8 million followers and collect 15.7 million cash. The link is below. It's called the Propaganda Playbook. There's a very sick picture on it of me, okay? So you got to go check it out. You definitely got to go check it out. It's in the description below. Check it out. Grab it. I got more videos coming breaking down each piece of that, just like this. Core message is a piece inside of there. And look, if you enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. If you want more help, my team's help, you can go down below. You can apply. You can schedule a call. And additionally, make sure you grab the Propaganda Playbook. I will see you in the next few videos. We got more coming all the time on the channel. Appreciate you. Have a good one.